Okay, so this is my second video in homeschooling. School at Home Works. S at H Works. Okay, so in the first video, I discussed the wills and wants kind of discussions and things that I'll talk about or I won't address at all. I'll ignore. In this one, I'm going to talk about the beginning when I first started homeschooling her. Again, she was about 2 years old. I kind of started a little earlier than that, but I wasn't like actively really doing too much before then. Just letting her watch sign language at home, which she really wasn't even into TV around that time. But she liked Signing Time because it was musical. And if any of you can recall, depending on your age, when you were young, you learned a lot of things, and it was in reference to musical notes or sing-song tones. So I pulled out some things that she knows now, but that I used in the beginning. These are some things that I either pulled offline to use because I knew where I wanted to go with her teaching. So the first thing, again, she was learning was sign language. And then I have this sheet. This is my little old cheat sheet. From sign language, she needed to be able to tell me her name. And from there, she needed to be able to spell her first name and then her last name. And this was like a check-off sheet for me, and I used it over and over again. A check means she had it. A circle with a line through it means she needed work, and a circle just meant she didn't have it at all. So it'll give me an idea of where I needed to go with it. She had to count to 20, and these are things I knew she needed to know before going to kindergarten anyway. Again, she was 2. Count to 100 by tens, days of the week, months of the year, planets, recognize numbers to 20, shapes, capital letters, lowercase letters, colors, black, red, blue, yellow, green, purple, brown, orange, pink, white, gray. And then she began to learn to write her first and last name and trace her numbers and her letters. Again, this wasn't all in day one. These are just things that I knew I wanted her to learn. And so those were my focal point. This is her current sign language list. These are all the words that she knows in sign language or should know. One of the things I do, and you'll see me do it often, is a review sheet. Every day when we start school, the first thing she does is a review of everything she should know. Now, the things I know she has down pat and she doesn't need a review, and I feel like she's not going to forget, those things I'll omit. But some things I feel like she needs to have repetition so that it'll sink in her head. So again, it says, tell me your first, middle, and last name, because she knows her middle name now and can spell it. Spell first and last name, and at first I was helping her with her middle name according to the sheet. Count to 20, count to 100 by tens, days of the week, months of the year. These are all she have to say. Planets, her address, street, city, county, state, country, continent, and then the planet she lives on again. These are things that we go over now. It was kind of different in the beginning. I have a sheet like this, and these were capital letters, shapes, and numbers. And what I did was I used this, and I have a star by it, a check, and different things, because each day I went over it so that she would recognize her alphabets. We said alphabets every day because the alphabet song is easy to remember. I taught her the days of the week, and anything that I'm saying that you need more detail or extensive information on, just let me know and I'll do it. But I taught her the days of the week, and we did it in the song. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because I knew that in the sing song, it would help her learn it faster. The same thing with the months of the year. January, February, March, and April, May, June, and July, August, September, October, November, December, and then we just have a burst of fun. These are the months of the year. Oh, and we do some silly dance or whatever, but that was just so that it'll help her remember. These are some charts that I don't use really now, some of them, but I do have them, but they were just made. These are shapes so that she could learn her shapes. These were her colors, months of the year, days of the week, numbers, both in numerical form and word form, body parts, and these are all laminated. I have a laminator at home Like I said, I used to homeschool before, so I have that. This is also a laminated. It's just a regular lined paper. It's laminated so that I can write in dry erase marker. It says January 2017. So you see how this was a while ago. But this is so that I can write down my day-to-day things. I can scrub it off and rewrite it. So I use this a lot. Also, this is her numbers. It was to 15 so that she can recognize them and begin to write them herself. I have one that had her name on it. I don't see it at the moment. These are lowercase letters, and I used the color code to know which ones she knew and which ones I needed to work on, and so on and so forth. And again, a lot of these I used over and over again. This was something I got from like the dollar store, but this was numbers, and I have one for alphabets and some of the other stuff. But this is dry erase so that she could work in it and then erase it and do it again. So again, I have little cheat sheets that I've used. This was the alphabet one, and it's dry erase. And again, we don't really use these anymore. We've gone on to workbooks, which I have, and I'll go over. But these are just little cheat sheets that I've used to help her. This is one that I printed because I wanted to see how she would do her shape so that we can work on handwriting and shapes. This was 2016, October 25th, 2016. So as you see, we've been doing this for a while. This is her alphabets, capital and lowercase, and that was her name.